Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the Ninja Foodi 6-in-1 grill air fryer baking combo. I've had this now for a couple of months. I wanted to really give it a good try before I gave my review on it, so let's get to it. So let's start off with what this comes with. It comes with the insert that you would put either of these two items in. This is the air fryer bin, and this is the grill portion. And then it also has this top part that comes off that covers the coil. Now, all of these items are dishwasher safe. So I have found this to be super convenient. So what you do is you take the item, you make sure to match the notch, and there's a notch back there with the back, and you put one of these two items in, and then you are good to go. Now, I love that these items are all dishwasher safe. I have noticed that if you have a lot of grease caked on, you do want to wash it by hand, and then you could throw it in the dishwasher after if you want to. But if you're just doing something quick and easy like chicken nuggets, just throw them in the dishwasher, call it a day. Even this top grate is dishwasher safe. And that was a huge selling point for me. I did a lot of research before I bought this because I previously had an air fryer that looked more like a toaster oven. It was a pain to keep clean, and anytime you'd cook anything, it was such a mess. It was a mess on the walls, it was a mess on every single thing that you could potentially use, and you couldn't even fit much in it because something like this, a basket, you can just keep piling things up if it's something that doesn't need to be single layer. So I was specifically looking for something that was dishwasher safe, easy to clean, and that is what I got. Now, something else that I really love about this is that the top lifts up. Have you ever had one of those with the drawer that you pull out? You pull it out and then you need two hands to get whatever's in it out, and you're like, what do I do now? You have to find a place to put it. You might not have that much room on the counter. With this one, you just open it up and it is so easy. So let's talk about the features. It has a power button, a preheat button, temperature buttons, time buttons, start and stop. And then down below it has the types of things that you could do. So you could bake, you could dehydrate, you could grill at 4 different temperatures, you could broil, air fry, or roast. This was super easy to learn. All you have to do is push the power button, preheat it, and then pick whichever you want. And if you want to change the temperature or the time, you can, and then you hit start. Now, the one thing that's a little interesting to me is it always preheats for the same amount of time, even if you were just using it. So it almost seems like there's a timed preheat rather than a temperature preheat. It does make sure to get to temperature, but it's like it always needs the exact same amount of time to preheat. So that's just something that probably is a con, but it does not take away from all of the positives that I love about this. I want to talk about each of these features, and I haven't used all of them. So the ones that I haven't used, I'm not going to specifically talk about, but I haven't used dehydrate or broil or roast. I bet those would work really well though. Like broil, if you're doing a pizza bagel, that would probably be fantastic. So let's talk about the bake function. Now, bake is the first thing that I ever did in here, of course, right? I baked cookies, and I am loving the bake function for cookies. They turn out perfect every time, and it's small enough to where you can't make a ton, which means you're not eating a ton of cookies. And to me, that is a big positive, because if I make 12 cookies, I'm eating more cookies than I want to eat. I have also used the air fryer to cook sourdough bread, and it turned out great. Now, when you're baking, you don't want to have any of these inserts in. So I just leave the base in, and then I put the sourdough bread in. Typically for sourdough bread, you spray it with water for the first little go, because typically I would have it covered and then uncovered for the second half. So I just added some water in for the beginning, and it turned out fantastic. I did do a smaller loaf, but I typically like to do smaller loaves when it comes to bread because we're a small family. Now, for the grill function, you take the grill plate, you stick it in, and then you can pick what level of grill you want. Now, I've used the grill function a few times, and I've mainly used it for burgers. So I made chicken burgers and I made hamburgers, and I love it. They make them a little bit crispy on the outside, but they're still juicy on the inside, and it's delicious. The only thing it lacks is that grill flavor, but you could use liquid smoke and try to mimic it as best as possible. But for a day where it's raining outside, or it's way too hot, or it's way too cold to grill, this is a great option for grilling, and I've just loved it, everything about it. It's neat. It just came in and told me to flip it. Well, it didn't come in. It just told me to flip it. So I am going to flip it. I'm going to try to flip it. Flip. All right, we are within the range of this chicken could potentially be done. So I want to take the temperature of it because I have no idea what it actually is. Oh yeah, it's done. Now air fryer is the part that I was the most concerned about because previously any air fryer that I've had has just been not that great and I have not been impressed with it at all. My oven does have a quick bake feature, which is a convection oven, same as an air fryer, so I was always just using that instead because in any air fryer I previously had, it just didn't really make sense to do that. So let me talk through what I think about the air fry setting on this one. Now this basket has a lot to do with that. I love the air fry setting because it has this basket and because I can just lift up instead of having to take out the basket and stick it somewhere else. So this basket has made it to where I can cook so much at once and it doesn't make a huge mess. So some things that I've made. Number one favorite that I will always be doing this way forever and always from now on is bacon. I twisted this bacon as I put it in the air fryer because I saw someone do it online and these turned out super awesome. So I will probably be doing it like this in the future. I typically would cook bacon in the oven and you'd still have a lot of grease everywhere. So now I just put bacon in here. I either pile it up or I twist it and it cooks so quick and easy. It doesn't splatter all over my kitchen or all over the oven. It splatters all within itself. It can go in the dishwasher. And then I just let it cool down a little bit and wipe the grease out before I put it through the dishwasher or anything so that the grease doesn't go down the sink. So bacon was a huge success in the air fryer and made me start thinking, okay, maybe I like this. Maybe I could do it. So I also made some chicken nuggets and some chicken ranch, I don't know, nugget bake type of things. Tried them in here, sprayed them with a little bit of oil first, and that turned out really well too. And so I'm like, all right, we are doing this. This is winning. And then here's the kicker. I made a whole steak, potato, and carrot dinner inside of this. So I started with the potatoes and carrots, put them in the basket, I air fried them, and then after they'd air fried for a little while and started getting crispy, I put garlic butter steak bites on top of it because they needed less time, and I cooked it all together and I had a fantastic meal all in here. All the mess was contained and I was able to just scoop out of it because at that point, you know, this is open. So I was able to just scoop all of the food right out of here and then put my leftovers away after. And it was so easy. Cleanup was a breeze. I love this. I've loved everything I've made in it. I have not had a single flop using it to where something didn't work out. And so this is just fantastic. I will definitely never go back to an air fryer that looks more like a toaster oven. And while I've never had one that has a basket that you pull out, I will never do it because I just love this. And so this is fantastic. One of the other reasons why I chose to get a Ninja is because I have a lot of other Ninja products and I just love them. I am of course not affiliated with Ninja in any way, but every product that I've had of theirs, I have fallen in love with. We also have their Ninja Dual Brew Pro. It's a coffee maker. And then we also have the blender food processor in one, and it's just all fantastic. So Ninja knows what they're doing. Anytime there's a question of what kind of a product I should get, I always go looking for Ninja because Ninja's where it's at. Now I'm wondering, do you guys have the new Ninja Foodi crock pot that also sautés in the bottom? That's something that I'm thinking of for next time. So I don't have that yet, but that's on my wish list. If you have one of these, let me know down below. What do you like about it? And also let me know if you're thinking about getting one of these now because I love it. Now make sure you get it on sale. I got mine for like $129, plus I had some discounts at the store. I had like a birthday discount and I had used like a gift card that I had gotten for 10% off, but don't spend too much money on it. Make sure to be looking for those good deals, of course, as always. Anyways, thanks so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I will link a video to reviewing my new mixer, which is not Ninja, but I love the mixer and I like it a lot more than KitchenAid, believe it or not. I will link a video of me using the air fryer right here. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.